Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone?
Good.
So I really wanted to talk about limiting beliefs because I think it could really benefit everyone in this room. Now, to start with limiting beliefs, I want to talk a little bit about the levels that we operate on. We have environment, we have behavior, we have qualities, we have values and beliefs. We're going to work on beliefs today. We have identity and mission. Generally, the higher up you change yourself, the more impact it has on your life, because it will always affect whatever it's below. Now, if you look at a pickup standpoint, what most people are doing when they try to change themselves, they work on this level here. Behavior. If you start doing pickup and you start changing your behavior, you'll eventually get some new qualities. And if you start pulling chicks, now all of a sudden you think, hey, let's say you used to think I suck with women. Now you start pulling women and suddenly you think, hey, you know what? I'm pretty good with fucking women. And that's how usually people change the way they see the world. And the moment you change your values and your beliefs, you will actually also create a new identity for yourself. The reason I want to talk about limiting beliefs is because there's actually a quicker way to actually improve your lifestyle with women. For instance, if you adopt a new belief, whereas I am good with women, you will actually start to demonstrate that you are good with women on a sub-communication level, which will actually help you pull a lot fucking quicker. Because if you don't think you're good with women, I promise you one fucking thing, you will screw up for yourself. You'll actually get to the point where, you will approach the chicks that are not interested in you because you believe you're not good with them. So, that's your reality. You want to keep that reality, in place. So I'm just gonna approach the angriest bitch in the club that will totally blow me out. That's one of the things you will do if you have the wrong beliefs there. Now, the funny thing is, though, when you change your value and beliefs, you will change your quality and your state of behavior. There's one thing that's very important, however. If you change a belief that you have, but you do not engage in behavior to support this new belief that you created for yourself. Your new belief is I'm really good with women, and now you're going to sit at home all day and masturbate. I will promise you, in a few weeks, your belief will go back to I'm not very good with women. So there's some very, very big power in here, because if you begin to understand this, you can actually start implementing a new belief and at the same time start implementing new behavior to support the belief, and you can make way quicker progress than you will normally. Now, the funny thing is that, and this is very important to understand, that every belief you have, may it be good for you or bad for you, even a pattern that you have may it be good or bad for you, it has a positive intention. Always. There's a reason you have that. It makes no sense that you believe something that's not helping you in any way. So for instance, I was bullied a lot when I was younger. So one of my beliefs was people are very mean. Now, you're not a rocket scientist to see that that's a very bad belief to hold. But if you look at the positive intention of the belief, it's to keep me safe. Because if I think people are mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit at home all day. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I can get hurt. So whatever belief you do have, it is very important to realize that it is doing something positive for you. You're getting something from it. Another very important realization you have to make is that when you get something positive for it, if you're going to challenge this belief and create a new belief, you've got to make sure that the positive, safety in this case, is actually going to be fulfilled with the new belief you create. So this is going to be interesting. So I don't want to make this a talk of an hour. I actually want to engage you guys a little bit into playing with your beliefs and finding out what your beliefs are. So I'm going to do a few exercises with you here and there, so you can experience what it is to have a belief, how you can change it, and how it feels if you change it, and also what it's going to do with your identity when you change the belief, because that's the awesome part. Because there you will actually notice you can shift emotionally. So first thing we want to do is we want to identify some beliefs. Now I want to ask you, because we can do this with women and dating, we can do it with work, we can do it as a person, we can do it with any field that you want. Now the big fields that I would look at, there are actually 6, not a very good drawer apparently. It's money, relationships, hobbies, then work, spirituality, and let me think, the last one was family. Those are the 6 big ones. What's up, bro? So first thing you want to do is want to look at a place in your life, and it doesn't have to be one of these 6. You can have it about women and dating if you want to. Just pick something that's really important for you now and write it down for yourself. And after you have done that, I'm going to ask yourself this question. So this is sentence completion. Nathaniel Branden does sentence completion. The general premise is that whatever struggle you have the answers to get past this struggle yourself at all times. You just need to ask yourself the right questions. With sentence completion, what we're basically forcing you to do is to ask yourself the right questions. So, one of the limiting beliefs I have about dating, wealth, relationships, whatever you want, is. And after you've identified what you want to work on today, basically we're going to just look for everyone for one limiting belief, and then we're just going to give you 2 tools to actually look at the limiting belief and to change the limiting belief, so you can install a new belief. And then afterwards we're going to look at the type of behavior you can install to support your new belief. So when we're done with this talk, maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour, I want you to have a new belief, and I want you to know what you want and what you're going to do with this belief to make sure it's going to stick. How does that sound?
Good.
Cool. Yeah. So, everyone, find an area you want to work on, then ask yourself. And you can. The idea with like sentence completion is you want to finish this as fast as possible. You don't want to think about it. Does anyone know the game where you ask a girl some questions, like favorite cat or dog, sex or music, and they answer real fast? Do you like me? You know that one? Like, because you don't think about it, you will give the truth. That's what you want to do with sentence completion. You want to answer quickly. You don't want to think about this too much.
Make the girl answer quickly.
Yeah, it's like a little game you can do, like to get to know someone better. It's I don't know the name of the game, but you can basically ask like, okay, what do you like, sex or food? You know, cat or dog, Hawaiian or it can be anything. Do you want a house or solo? Whatever. And then you ask the question you really want to know.
Without giving time to think.
No time to think. Yeah, and then you ask the question you really want to know. And then, because they've answered truthfully constantly, it will kind of come out and go like, oh, fuck, that's all. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to give you about a few minutes.
Could it be that behind a limiting belief is actually another one?
Yeah.
Or even more layers?
Yeah.
Needed?
In general, you can see limiting beliefs working like this. Spider web. Sometimes it's a little searching. Sometimes you find this one, and then this part of the spider web goes away. Sometimes you find one here, and then this part of the spider web goes away. The moment you find this one, though, the whole spider web will collapse. So, for instance, you think you don't deserve women, for instance, and there could be a bigger belief behind that, that is, I am not good enough. It will definitely help you if you get beyond, if you remove the first limiting belief, for sure, but you will really get the domino effect when you catch like the one at the core there, the one that's really fucking you up. You get that one, it's like, oh my god, your life will be different, for sure. Yeah.
How do you know when you reach the one at the core?
You will know. You will feel different. You will know. Yeah. It is a good question though, because it's like a little bit, I can't see the forest through all these fucking trees kind of thing. Like as a person, when you're inside of a problem, it's always hard to see what's going on for yourself. And sometimes you need a little outside perspective to look at the problem for you. Or you can actually do this yourself too, you can visualize. Because a lot of people, they have a challenge to overcome. When you have a situation where you have a challenge, you're in it, what you can do is you can just visualize yourself taking a little bit of distance, getting away from the problem a little bit of the challenge, and then look at it from a new perspective. That can really, really, really help, by the way. But yeah, But in generally, the moment you hit a belief, you can really feel what it does to you. There's a strong feeling there, and you notice like a
Release.
yeah, like a release. You can feel that after you changed it, then you're on the right fucking track. I promise you. Yeah, you'll know. Your body will tell you. And also, if you have a belief that you're not sure if it's true, that says enough. That's not something you believe. I once thought maybe I think men are stupid, whatever. I was like, nah, this is bullshit. So you'll know. Yeah, for sure. Everyone's done, I think. So is it true that I'm saying everyone has written down a limiting belief? Cool stuff. Okay, now we're going to the new part of limiting beliefs. So limiting beliefs, and this is also very important to realize. I'm going to actually write it. I need more board. A limiting belief, what it does is it puts a filter on your life. So for instance, if you think you are not pretty, or if you think you're not good enough, whatever you do in life, you'll actually filter out the evidence that it's true. Doesn't mean it's actually true. Just because you have this limiting belief and you look at it from that perspective, you will find the evidence. You will see it as true. There. Very good. Yeah. You'll confirm it for yourself. So here's the cool thing. The moment you identify the limiting belief, you can actually start challenging your limiting belief. Is it really true? So I'm going to take you to a small exercise. I'm actually going to make some room on this board because I need some space. We don't need this anymore. So let's say, and this is an NLP exercise. So you have the limiting belief. Then you have the positive intention. We talked about that. And then here you have the evidence. The evidence is basically what keeps your limiting belief intact and the positive intention. If you remove a limiting belief from your consciousness, it will create a void here. So if it's creating safety for you to believe this, as I said, you're going to need a new belief that actually creates the same amount of safety. If you want to do it even better, you want to find something that not only creates more safety than your old belief, but maybe even gives you new benefits. I'll get to another part later. So this is an interesting one I held for a long time. I have no friends. I held this one actually for a very long time. What it did for me is it gave me safety. And the reason I picked that one is because I went to the free tour of Max. And once you start recognizing beliefs, when you listen to someone speak, you can actually hear very often what kind of things they believe. So I'm going to give you a few of Max's positive empowering beliefs, which is everyone is my friend. It's a very fucking strong one. And here's another one that I really like, which is I am not my thoughts. So if you have an idol, and if you actually have the chance to actually speak to this person, you can actually ask him, what do you believe about this? And he will give you answers. And this can really help you in your life, because you can now change your life and install these new beliefs that are very fucking powerful. You don't have to reinvent your beliefs. I listened to Max. Max had these two that really stood out for me. But I'm pretty certain that if you listen to any talk of Max on YouTube or Tyler or whoever you enjoy, you are going to find some beliefs there. Look at them, write them down, install them, definitely. So I changed, I have no friends, to everyone is my friend. Now the cool thing about everyone is my friend, now I feel safe because everyone is my friend, right? But it also gives me love and connectedness. My handwriting is getting better by the minute. It gives me safety, it gives me love and connectiveness. So it already is a better belief for me to uphold. The only thing now I need to do is actually install a new behavior. Actually, you can also change your environment. It will also work. And if you take them both, it's even more effective. That's why I think, by the way, that this group is very good, because you're changing your environment. You're putting yourself in an environment with people that are working on themselves. It's a very positive environment for growth. So keep coming. And then the evidence. So I was bullied in school. I never had any friends there. I had birthdays where no one showed up. And I had a whole list of evidence why it was indeed true that I had no friends. So this is the next part of the exercise. I actually want you to do this. I want you to look at the evidence that you have for your limiting belief. Like what happened to you, why you think it's true. And I also want you to look at, okay, what am I getting from believing this? What is the positive intention from believing whatever it is you wrote down? I'm going to give you about 5 minutes for that, and then I'm going to go into the last step of the exercise to actually challenge your belief and install something better.
I believe like
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Big chance, yeah. If you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, how does it feel? Do you feel like, yeah, that's true?
Yeah,
Would I'm not good enough be a better way for you to describe this or not? Just be honest. Because if it's not, you want to keep searching.
I'll have to feel that for a while.
Yeah, and go for it. Yeah. Take your time. You guys need a little bit more time, or are you done? You're done? Yeah. If you need a little bit more time, it's fine, by the way. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's just the evidence that I need some more, I think. Or is that not that important?
You don't have enough. How much evidence do you have?
Yeah, 2 things that are very similar, but those 2 things were like
Yeah.
a very long period of time.
Yeah.
Continued.
So there's more there. You
Yeah.
you don't have to be specific.
The weight of the evidence, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
It's a good one. Don't be too specific with this one, but with the next one, be very specific. Now, basically, you want to have a little feel. You want to have a little bit of awareness of what's happening inside of you, why you have this belief. The moment you created that awareness, it's actually pretty good. I think you could do a few more. You can also do it a little later. Yeah. I'm going to do a little exercise with you. I think Daniel is going to be sad when he comes back. So first, what I want to do is I want to show you how it feels to actually be rid of this limiting belief. So we're going to do a little exercise. You don't have to answer me. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Just answer it in your head. Mainly, it's very important that you feel your body. Feel the shift that this is going to make. So if everyone could close their eyes. And then my first question for you is, do you know that this belief is true? And then the second question is, can you know 100% for sure that this belief is absolutely true? Now, how does it feel to carry this belief? How would it feel if you let go of this belief? And finally, who would you be without this belief? And after you've answered that question, you can open your eyes. Who felt something? It's a pretty good shift, right? Okay, so now we have a little bit of, so now we're going to feel the void. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new belief. You have your limiting belief in front of you, and you got to do the exact same exercise with a new belief, and you have to check it first. Make sure that the new belief, at the very least, gives you as much as the old belief did. It will make it so much easier for it to stick. Very important. And it can do more for you. It can give you even more. It can give you some freedom as well. It can give you some safety. It can give you can give more. The more, the better. Just find it out for you. And if it doesn't give you equal as this or more, change the belief. Find something that's better. And then after that, well, actually, we'll do that part of the exercise and we'll come back. Because then gets the hard part. Yeah.
I have the feeling that the core belief that the old belief was at the core of the spider web.
Yeah.
But the new belief is a little bit outside it.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems now to me that it covers some of it, but not all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Though it does cover all of the positive intentions that I wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like
It's it's not there. Yeah. What would you need to make it more complete? Maybe you look in the terms of values. What else does it need to do?
There should be a component of the old belief in it, and it's now like I did have first I'm not good enough. That was the old one.
Yeah.
And now it's safe to be myself.
Yeah.
So it covers a lot of it, but not the.
It's not. Yeah. It's not right. So you have. It's safe to be myself. Could you make it something like I am good enough and it is safe to be myself?
Yeah. Why not?
Would it work for you? Is that better?
Yeah, I'm always good enough.
I'm
As I
always
am.
good enough as I am. How does that feel?
Incomplete, because I did have that before this one.
Yeah.
I tried that and it didn't cover the.
Could it be that instead of it being incomplete, it's too complete? Does that make sense?
No.
So you now have I am always good enough. Could it be maybe by removing some words to make it better? That you're making it too specific,
By removing always.
for instance? Just look at it, what works for you. Sometimes you can make it more complex to make it work, but you can also make it less complex to make it work.
Very good, very good.
I am not good enough is a very broad one. It's like you know,
Yeah.
like encompasses everything. So maybe make one that does the same.
I like where you feel that replacing the safety part is the key here. That the new belief has to be just as safe or even safer than the old one.
Yeah.
So if you're like if
Mm.
the new belief isn't safe enough,
Yeah.
it doesn't cover the whole well.
I think that's what he's feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Right?
I didn't follow it.
Well, he says that. What I also think that what he said is that, for instance, your belief is a safety kind of thing,
Yeah.
and I think the new one belief is not creating enough safety. Probably even some other things, but not enough safety. And I think that's what you're feeling.
You mean the first one?
Well,
It's I'm good enough as I am.
Yeah.
That doesn't create enough safety.
I'm asking you, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I can feel that it doesn't. Yeah. What happens when you just make it I am good enough?
Yeah, it feels incomplete. That's what I started with.
So again, what is it missing? Is it safety?
Yes.
It's missing safety. Yeah. So you need something that gives you more safety.
Yeah, I would say something like I'm good and safe enough, but it doesn't resonate.
Doesn't resonate.
Maybe can you imagine putting yourself in a safe situation and from there create a sentence?
I'm just gonna wing it with you. Can you close your eyes? Can you imagine a place where you felt the safest you've ever been? See what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you felt. Is the big picture or is it small?
Medium.
Medium. Make it bigger. And then tell me if the feeling of safety increases. Yes or no? Very good. So you feel more safe now. Is it color or is it black and white? Are you looking at yourself or are you looking through your own eyes?
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Is it good this way?
Yeah, I could make it even a little more big.
Oh, okay. Make it more big.
Colors even.
Make the colors more intense. Make it bigger. Is it moving or standing still?
Standing still.
Would movement help? Yes. So make it moving. I'm coming towards you. Is there sound? Is there any sound you could add to make the feeling even better? Add the sound. Is it in yourself or outside yourself, the sound?
Outside.
Is it good like this? Is it louder or is it soft?
Soft.
If you make it louder, would it make the feeling better?
No.
No, keep it soft. Where's the feeling in your body?
In my stomach.
Your stomach. What color is the feeling?
Red.
Red. Is there a color that will be better? That will make you feel more safe?
Blue.
Blue. Okay, make the color blue. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to spread the feeling, the color blue. I want to spread it throughout your entire body. So make it spread from your stomach to your head to your toes, all the way. And then make it bigger, make it through the room, make it spread through the room, make it through the whole building. Just let it spread, enjoy it. Very good, very good. Yeah, there. Now, what would you believe about yourself right now when you feel this safe? That makes you feel good enough.
I am safe as I am.
How does that feel?
Yeah, feel good.
Use that one.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Can we go on if you have that one, or you need a little bit more time?
We can go.
Cool. Very cool. Nice. Good job. Yeah. Okay. Then we get to the last part of this exercise, which is almost the end of the talk too. After this, we have one more little thing, then we're done. Now we're going to find the evidence that what you have written down is actually true. This is the hard part. Because you've believed the other thing to be true for all your lives. So now suddenly you got to find this new thing, find the evidence for you. I promise you the evidence is there. 100%. If you think about this properly, deeply, you will find evidence. It is there. You've just never seen it because of the filters. Because you were filtering that you were the other thing. So I'm going to give you about 10 minutes. And I want you to really look at your life and be specific. Like write down the exact instance of what you remember where it was true, what you want to believe right now. And it's there. You have about 10 minutes. If you need help, just ask me. But dive deep and find the evidence that your new belief is actually true.
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah.
I had some trouble with traffic.
Yeah, that's no problem. We're videotaping it.
Yeah.
So we can send it to you. Well, it will be on YouTube. And then you can do the exercise at home. How does that sound?
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. For now, just look pretty. Yeah. Is everyone doing well? Anyone need some help? No? Good. That's very good.
I feel so safe now that I don't have to bother.
I can
with
see it,
coming up
don't you?
with evidence anymore.
I can see it at you, yeah.
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 I feel complete shit inside.
You're like smiling and you're like open,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. It's cool.
Good life.
Yeah. I would search for the evidence though, just for the
Yeah.
future.
Yes.
Because I also put you in a state of safety.
I found some things.
Cool. Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah. Does anyone need more time, by the way? No? You need a little bit more time? Okay. Anyone else? Could you let us know when you're done? And take all the time you need. Don't feel pressure. Yeah? Awesome. Very good. So everyone has some evidence right now. It's very cool. I actually suggest doing this like more often. Just keep finding the evidence. Make it more and more and more and more. It will really help to install the belief. But we're going to tell you to do one more final step. And this means we're going to, and I love this one. I think everyone loves this one. We're going to take, yes, many, massive action. I really like that one. So the final thing we're going to do is we're going to find a new behavior that associates with your new belief. So what I want you to do is I want you to just go into yourself and imagine you have this new belief, feel you have this new belief, and then ask yourself, how am I going to behave differently with this new belief that I have? And that's the behavior that you want to start installing. And if you want to take it a level further, you can also look at it, in what environment am I going to be with this new belief? What people do I have around me? Where am I? And you can also go to qualities. What will be my qualities with this new belief? To really install it on all levels that you possibly can install it on. Most important, though, what behavior is going to support my belief. Thank you very much for listening to me. First off, the questions we did to challenge your belief that is it true? Can I be 100% absolutely sure that it's true? How do I feel with this belief? How do I feel without this belief? And who am I without this belief? Is from Byron Katie's The Work. If you're interested, you can check her out. Read some of that stuff. If you want to read more about limiting beliefs, I highly suggest Googling Robert Dilts, which is, I think, one of the limiting belief masters, or actually belief masters in NLP. Another very good technique for changing beliefs is actually Anthony Robbins' Dickens technique, if you want to study a bit more about this. And, well, after all that, I want to thank you for being here and giving me this opportunity. You're welcome. I still like him. He's still like smiling and happy. That's cool.
When I was thinking about the new behaviors,
Yeah.
then I felt old belief creeping up again, and then the new one like smashing it away.
Nice,
and
man.
It was like not even a struggle, but just the new belief kicked ass.
Nice. Keep it up, man. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where did you learn this?
NLP. I'm taking my master's degree right now, and I'm reading a lot about NLP, actually. I'll stay there. It makes more sense. Any questions? So yeah, I'm doing my NLP Masters right now. I'm studying at the NLP Institute in Amsterdam here, which I recommend for everyone. I recommend it because behind the scenes they really do think about you and what you need, which is very cool. And I'm also reading a lot. Limiting beliefs was one of my cruxes. It's one of the things I was really stuck with. It is also one, I think, is one of the better ways to really change your identity a little, actually. So I started reading Robert Dilts, and I started doing all kinds of shit and just working with it and changing it. I actually have a habit now where every single morning for 15 minutes, I look at one of my beliefs and I do this one. And then after I've done that, I will actually take that belief and I will do the Dickens technique for a few days. The Dickens technique is basically you link pain to the old belief and you link pleasure to the new belief. So you look at your belief and you go like, where am I going to be in 5 years if I hold this belief? And you make yourself feel as crappy as you humanly can. And you go 10 belief. What is it going to cost me physically, financially, whatever? You make yourself feel bad and bad and bad. Then you snap out of that state and you go in the future. How am I going to feel with this other belief? You make yourself feel good and good and good. It's the Dickens technique. It's like, yeah, so it works more with emotions.
I used that to quit my gaming addiction.
How did it work for you?
Yeah, good. I'm clean for like half a year.
He's clean. He's
No,
clean.
I was really like stuck in a depression for 12
Yeah.
years. I only just play computer games
Yeah.
to escape my problems.
Your emotions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know it is. I still am a little addicted to gaming. But it's one of the things I don't really care about. But I can imagine that it really fucks up your life, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For me, I noticed that the moment I started dealing with my emotions better, like it became less and less and less. But good for you, man. Nice. Yeah, no, that's really cool. Anyone else? Questions? No? Nice. Cool. Thank you again. I think it's up to the next one, Daniel.
You.
You're welcome.
Shall we take a little break?